All right. Welcome back to More FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars on the squad. It's the Knockout King. What's up, Chris?
Okay, I see you slipping and moving, man. I'm doing great, bro. How about yourself?
I am doing great. For everybody out there, we have a system in which we operate. We show you guys all the deals that we get, how we help our clients. One of our main pillars is buyer leverage, and that seems very generic. I know everybody out there is like, yes, leverage, I get it. That's how you get deals. We have systems which within that pillar to help our clients out. Chris, take them home.
Yes, indeed. So we are doing a closing video today. We just helped a family from New York secure this amazing home in a quality area that is growing. Go ahead, do it for me
New
now.
York, New York. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh man, but yeah, buyer leverage is man, important in purchasing a home because you could easily lose leverage when working with new construction builders. And what we did with our client, he connected with us, he reached out to us. He's a web guy, so he was doing a lot of research on a lot of the different communities, and this community was on his radar. So we narrowed it down to three homes, including this home. And what we did to narrow it down to three homes is that we took a look at the price point and we took a look at comparables in the area. And we looked at all the other homes in the area. And we seen that all of them were at the price point that this home was at, but it had half the features, half the standard features that this home had. So we understood from a price point perspective, this was a quality home just without even contacting the builder. So I connected with my client and I was like, hey, like, let me check in with the builder. Let me check in with our preferred sales rep in this community and see what he can do for us extra. And so I went ahead and connected with him.
Hold
I
on. What were
spoke
they
with him.
offering at first before we started
Yes.
like snooping around for the extra? I'm pretty sure you're getting to that. What were they offering?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were actually, I checked in with them and they were offering a 4.99 interest rate, but it was a bit of a gray area whether they were willing to cover all the closing costs. I checked in with our preferred sales rep. He's like, I'll get you all the closing costs covered. So that way your client, all he has to come in with is his down payment. It doesn't have to worry about any other of the miscellaneous things, which is going to be important when we tell you about going under contract and the miscellaneous things that could pop up afterwards. So that's what our rep told us. I was like, okay, cool. And I talked to him. I was like, hey, what about the price? What are you gonna do for us on the price? And he's like, Chris, I don't even think we could touch the price, man. It's been recently discounted. Like we're pretty like firm on that price. I was like, okay, fair enough. I got back with our client and I notified him that news. And he was like, okay, like I understand it's got a ton of features. It's similar to everything else in the area, but with more quality features.
He still
It's
likes
worth
the
me
home.
coming. Yeah, he still liked the home,
Gotcha.
but part of the job of us is to help you find other options that can work for you and your family. So because there's the builders, they want to create a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
They want to paint the picture that like, man, if you don't buy this home, someone else is going to buy it. And that
Right.
is true. But if we can find you other options that can work for you, then you can operate through patience and not make a rush decision.
Yeah.
And that's what worked out for our client because our client was like, look, I would have peace of mind. My family would have peace of mind is if I come down there and take a look at the home myself, as well as the other ones that we would look at. And he said, I can't be there for 2 weeks. And I was transparent with him. I was like, look, the home could sell, but I think it's unfair for you to buy a home sight unseen. We
Especially if
try to
that's
tell
where
our
your heart
people,
is, right? Like we do
yeah,
it all the time for people. Sometimes people just genuinely can't make it. But if your heart's like, I want to see it, I want to touch it, like get down here. Like,
yeah,
do it
mhm,
safely, do it the right way.
absolutely. And it took him 2 weeks. I was like, look, if that's truly what you want to do and gives you peace of mind, like whatever happens, happens. If it's available in 2 weeks, great. If not, we got other options. So we waited out 2 weeks. I didn't tell anything to our rep. I didn't tell them that, hey, like they really want this home. Like, cause that's another way, like you said, you could lose leverage. Cause I'm sure you're out there, you might be thinking, like, let me tell the sales rep of the builder that I really want this home and I don't want to lose it, but I need a week to get there. Please don't sell it. The sales reps for the builders work for the builder. They do not work for you. So as soon as someone comes to their model home, ready to buy the home that you're interested in, they're going to sell it
They're gonna
because
sell it
that
to you
is what the
guys.
builder wants you to do. So another reason why you should email us and text us is that we work on your behalf and we're going to guide you and give you our recommendations on what to do in similar situations. So that way you don't feel like you got the short end of the stick. So in that instance, our client, we waited out 2 weeks. I didn't say anything to our preferred sales reps, although we had a great relationship with him. I didn't say anything. And the day before, our client coming down, flying down, and we were set to come visit this community, the builder dropped the price
Let's
$25,000.
go. You want to know why? You kept that leverage bottled up, man. He didn't lose it. He didn't lose that leverage. Now, you hit it on the head. A lot of people, and I'm cut from the cloth of working with listings and resales. Like, I've been in the industry for years, right? People do it all the time. The selling agent and the buying agent, they tell each other what their clients are feeling. Like, it's part of it, right? So your Aunt Susan out there, whoever was, representing you, or maybe it's even you could have gone to the builder and said, I'll be there in 2 weeks. Please don't sell the home. I like it the way it is, and right away they're not going to drop the price. Why drop the price 25K when I have somebody that's ready to buy it now?
Yeah.
We know that our clients don't want to buy the home until they come and see it. There's no need for us to talk. Don't say anything. There's no need for it, right? Like,
Mhm.
sometimes the best negotiator is just time. Just don't say anything. In this case, it was a little lucky, right? The day before, it's not like we negotiated for that. Like, we tried to get some price drops, couldn't get it right away, but we knew, okay, fine, you guys aren't going to give it to us right away. We know our people are 2 weeks away anyway. Let's just stay silent, and falls right in our lap. 25. You say 25,000?
$25,000 price discount.
Now
So
this one is unique to its own
yeah.
self, right? There's many ways
Mhm.
people lose leverage. One of the most famous ways people do it, especially when they're in town, is when they walk into the model home, right? And then you know this from
Yeah.
experience because you got the husband, the wife, you have the kid, you have many people in the home, right? The moment they go into that home and they start to ooh and ah, you're losing leverage, people, right? So we have
Yeah.
systems in place to make sure that we don't lose those things so we can get you good deals.
Of course, all we got to do is guide you and keep you well informed on what to do, what not to do, especially when you know it's a home that you really, really want. Because, like we say it all the time in previous videos, our goal for you is to help you secure the best home for you and your family, and the best community and the best location for you and your family. So, reach out to us. We work for you. And with that being said, though, like, our client was through the moon. I reached out to him that night. I was like, I know you've seen the price online. I know you're a web guy. I know you saw that. He's like, Chris, is that serious? I'm like, yep. I couldn't believe it, and we already knew it was a phenomenal price point before the
Right,
$25,000 discount.
right.
So it's like, man, this is a golden opportunity to take advantage of getting a quality home with quality features where our client doesn't have to do any kind of upgrades. So when we talk about in the future, when our family that bought this home wants to sell this in the future, he doesn't have to put a ton into it because it's already upgraded with the quartz countertops, 42-inch cabinets, crown molding, stainless steel appliances. We got the blinds negotiated in there, even though we had a phenomenal price point. He secured a 4.99 interest rate with this home, and we got the builder to cover all the closing costs. So our client, all he had to do was come in with his down payment at his choice, and it freed up the funds where he actually wanted to go ahead and take advantage of a 2-1 buy down option with the buyer. And he had the option to utilize his own funds to do that. And it was just an amazing deal through and through. And maintaining leverage to go under contract is awesome. But another thing too is we even maintain leverage afterwards, because when you work with the reps that we are connected with, we're able to get unique things done. And that's what happened for this client, because after we were under contract, we still dealt with a few surprises from the lending side.
Always happens. Always happens.
Mhm.
Talk to them about what happened. You were saying a 2-1 buy down. 2-1 buy down for everybody out there. Your traditional 30-year mortgage, right? Um,
Mhm.
4.99. We can get a lower rate for the first 2 years, and then I think it's like 28 or 3
Through
through 30, so
30
28
year.
years,
Mhm.
right? Will be that 499. Listen, a 499 for 30 years in this market is great. So for
Mhm.
anybody out there that might say, well, why? Don't do a 2-1 buy down. Don't do that. A 30-year 499 is awesome. If I can get a 299 for year one, sign me up, baby. Sign me up.
Yes, and those of you that are like, you're shopping through many different builders and you don't have representation, and they tell you about a 2-1 buy down and thing like that. Like, usually when with a 2-1 buy down, like, they offer a 30-year fixed 4.99. But if you take advantage of a 2-1 buy down, that rate in year three is usually a quarter of a percent higher. So for example, if it's 4.99 from year 1 to 30, but you want to do a 2-1 buy down, sometimes it ends up being 5.25 interest rate from year 3 through 30. So some families then are thinking, is it worth the cost? In this instance, through the lender, we were able to actually have our client take advantage of a 2.99 interest rate in year one, 3.99 interest rate in year two, and then a 4.99 interest rate in year 3 through 30. It's either take advantage of that or just have a 4.99 from
Come on, man. That
1 through 30. So it's like,
yeah.
it's a no brainer because what
Do
did
you
that do
want a
for our
bowl of
client?
Chipotle or do you want a bowl and a half of Chipotle? It's like, do you want yeah, I'll take the bowl and a half. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat it, but yeah, I'll take it. Give it to me.
Yeah. And what we did too, like I sat with our client, we huddled up again and we looked to see if it's worth spending the money to do that.
Right.
And for our client, he wound up breaking even. So he wasn't losing money on doing this. So for him, he explained to us, he's like, look, we're paying an arm and a leg for rent right now in New York City. And with me taking
Yo.
advantage of this two,
Sorry for the ad lib, man. My bad. Every time you say it, I gotta say it.
yo,
Okay, the New York's coming out of him. He's like,
love
yo, you
that.
bugging.
Love that.
You
Come
bugging.
on, bro. Come on. Tighten up, bro. Nah. But man, what was I saying?
You were
Yeah, our
saying he was paying
people.
an arm and a leg in New York.
Yeah. So our people, like for the first 2 years, his mortgage is going to be significantly lower than what he was paying for in rent. So it's going to allow him to take advantage of making that transition from moving from New York to Florida, getting settled in, taking advantage of the fact that he's got a lower mortgage, and even taking initiative to maybe pay down the principal over the first 2 years with the lower interest rate. So he was winning through and through. But guess what surprises arose after closing? Turns out that the cost for the 2-1 buy
Not after
down was,
closing, after contract, before closing.
you're right. Before closing, after contract, the cost for the 2-1 buy down was actually more than what we anticipated.
As
So
they always are, as they always
mhm,
are. When you go to these builder sites, people, and they tell you we're going to give you $20,000 in flex cash, plus we're going to give you a 4.99 rate, there's always something in there, right? Sometimes
mhm.
they say all of these things and they're going to utilize the money they're giving you and putting it into those. This is a different type of, thing that they're running here, but it in your case, you're saying it's a little more expensive than they thought. He's going to have to come out of pocket more than he thought he would, right?
Yes, he was going to come out of pocket so easily. Like, those of you that are watching, maybe you went under contract without representation. Maybe you went under contract under the impression of one thing, and then after going under contract, the numbers change, and it can leave a sour taste in your mouth. But for us, we don't jump the gun. We when problems arise, because we confide in the relationships with the people that we have, and they understand how we work and operate, we're going to give them an opportunity to fix it. So I went to our sales rep. I was like, look, man, like we're caught by surprise. Like we're already under contract, and the cost, like our client wants to take advantage of this program, but it's a lot more expensive than what we initially thought going under contract. Like this was part of the reason why our family bought this home.
Sure.
And like, what can you do for us? Like, how can we rectify this? And he's like, Chris, like, give me a little bit. And you know what he did for us? He got with the lender, and the lender got with his manager, and he's like, Chris, we're going to go through a process. It's unique. It's a case by case thing, but this is a unique situation where like we want to make sure your client is happy. We're able to negotiate an additional $1,000 credit from the lender side.
Because you
And
maxed
we
out what the builder, aka the seller, can give you legally, right? Like we've maxed that
correct.
number out. So now we're like, we got a little bit out of pocket because we want this program. The way we got it done is we got the lender, which is not the seller, to give a credit. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Bravo.
Because from the seller, there was nothing else that the seller can legally do.
Yeah.
And they were fully maxed out. All the closing costs were covered. So it's like the seller couldn't do anything. In this instance, the new construction builder. So I'm like, what can we get done? And they've worked a creative way where through some disclosures that we had to be patient, we were able to actually cover get the difference covered by the lender through a
Right.
lender credit. So it wasn't a seller credit. We were actually able to get the difference covered. So that way our client, his expectations were through and through. But our client, like if because he confides in us and we guide him through this process and we have the right relationships with these builders, with these lenders, he was able to confide in us and make sure that we get this done for him. So, I mean, it was a unique situation through and through. And we really pride ourselves on the relationships that we've worked hard to build with these builders because, you know, if you go into the builder, you don't know what rep you're going to get.
It's the luck
And
of the draw. It's the
Yep.
luck of the draw. Minimum, smaller communities, a minimum of 2 reps are going to be in there. That's a minimum. Sometimes 3 and
Mhm.
4 reps that are inside of those communities. And I'll tell you what, there's some communities where all 4 of those reps are duds. I'll be honest with you, right? They just don't respond well. They're always on vacation. They're just looking for a contract, and then once they're under contract, they don't know what to. I mean, you and me deal with it all the time, right? Like we run into
Yeah.
bozos. I hate to say it. So when we find the one that can
Yeah.
cross sell, it's like, bro, you are with us, but you now have a name tag with this builder. But this is how we operate, and this is what you can expect from us. We're gonna come hard. We're gonna ask for things, but we want to build that relationship with you.
Yes. When you contact us and you hire us to help you purchase a new construction home or a resale property, you're going to be able to have access to an extension of our team through these preferred sales reps that work for these builders because they've done a ton of business with us. For example, the sales rep for this community, one of the top producers in the community for the builder. Just in general for the builder, he was one of the top producers. So he can sell, but he's also client oriented and confides in a relationship that we've had because we've been able to do a ton of business with him in the past. So this was a surprise for him, and he understood that. He told us that this was give or take the cost of this program with the lender.
They wanted to get
So
it right first,
he didn't want to squander the relationship that we had
of
because
course.
like, it sucked, and we're gonna continue to work with him. So like I said, that's what you get when you work with us. We've done a lot of legwork to navigate through a lot of these sales reps and get with the right ones that are not only knowledgeable but also going to work hard for our people and because they know how we work and like we don't play about this. At the end of the day, we work for you. And this was a prime example where our client was able to win through a series of small decisions where
Oh
he's
my
really set
goodness.
up. He's set
Bro,
up to
there's somebody out there
win.
that's like, babe, hold my beer. We're gonna go to the builder tomorrow, and I'm gonna do it. I've been learning from these guys. Like, good luck to you. But I would say, it costs our clients $0 for our service. When you hire us,
Mhm.
you hire the team, and then you get access to all of these things. One more thing to bring up: we had a preferred partners connect the other night, right? And there was 2 guys that were in that room that were the number 1 reps in their company. This being one, right? Number 1
Mm.
reps in their company, sales reps in their company, as far as sales goes, right? Those people understand how we operate, right? They understand what we're going to come with. They know to cut the BS and just get straight to the point. But to the
Mhm.
same token, when we submit something hard or there's an issue, their word means a lot to their company, right? Like when this guy goes to their company, number 1 guy goes to your company and says, we messed up, we need to fix it. It's a lot different than when the beginner comes in or the person that's always on vacation. It's just a different type of, it just comes different, right? I'm going to
That's
listen to that number 1 guy like, yes, let's fix it. What do we need to do?
that's the reality of it. I mean, man, you said it. I can't even add nothing to that. Like that is spot on perfect. Like, these sales reps that we work with, like they have leverage in their own company because they
Exactly.
produce a lot. So
Exactly.
they're gonna do more. So maybe like it's unfortunate. That's just what it is.
It
But
is what
like
it
the
is.
the
Yeah.
companies, the companies that they work for, they might do more for that sales rep than unfortunately some of the sales reps that are just starting out. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Of course.
like I said, like it's a series of small decisions. It may really come down to who you're working with at the builder if they care to give you the service that you deserve. And then you may be in a situation where it's like, man, I just can't win. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or maybe I have to cover closing costs, or maybe I can't take advantage of this 2-1 buy down option. But like I said, like we're knowledgeable. We have a plethora of resources. And then with all that being said, the builder is going to pay our fees. So like, why would you not use us? If you know you're coming to Florida, you know you're moving down here, you want to take advantage of a new construction home. We do this full time. Like we do this all day, every day. So it's like, why are you going to go ahead and try to do it yourself? Like you want another full time job? Like you want to go
Ooh,
do
I'm
what
not
we're
gonna show
doing
them the
every
muscle,
single
but
day?
hey, I eat
Come
real
on,
estate. I eat real
like we
estate.
do this, man. Like, and it's
Oh,
just not that you're not just hiring Christian. You're not just hiring Christopher. You're hiring Corey. You're hiring Crystal. You're hiring Josh. You're hiring the entire team.
it's
Like
epoxy
we,
Josh, by the way.
yep. Oh yeah. My bad. My
No,
bad.
no, no. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with it. It's just funny how everybody.
Hey,
It's funny. Like
hey.
we go through, and sometimes when we're putting these offers together, like we'll bounce ideas off of each other. You may have
Mhm.
somebody, and you're like, "Look, I want to get this, this, and this done. This is what we're running into." We'll all collectively come together. But it's funny how a lot of
Mhm.
people at the end are like, "What about epoxy Josh? Can we get epoxy at the end?" That's like the last little cherry on top they always ask for.
Yeah, I love that, man. I gotta shoot him a text. I was like, "Bro, how do you get this epoxy done, man?" Like, hey, that's the dude right there, man. But like I'm saying, you're that is what you're getting when you hire the More Affiliate Real Estate team: a plethora of resources and a plethora of knowledge for people that are doing for us that we're doing this all day, every day, and we love it, we enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna
What do you
listen to
dislike
your
about it
needs.
then, man? Let me turn everything back on you. So you enjoy it. There have to be some good and some bad with it. Like, what do you, is it like putting miles on your shoes? Like, you got nice shoes, you're walking around sweating in your shirts.
Nah.
You
I
don't
mean,
like it?
most of the people that come out and see me homes, I'm wearing the Hokas. But then plus, you bless me with the dry fit
Let's
Nike shirt with the
go.
more FLA, so I'm good. I'm good out there. If anything, it may be the lack of sleep. Some of our
Ah,
clients,
okay.
man,
I
on the
got you.
phone,
Say less. Say less.
some of our clients, they're like, "Chris, do you sleep?" I'm like, "Man, we work." I was like, I tell you know what's funny too. Like I joke with them, and I'm like, "Man, we work 8 days a week. This is what we do," and
That's
that kind
funny.
of like goes over their head. They're
Of
like,
course. Of course.
"Oh."
No, I mean, I would say Chris is definitely a grinder. You're one of the ones that's up late, up early. If I send a text out early to the team or whatnot, Chris is like responding back right away, man. So
Yeah. Yeah,
you're
yeah,
definitely getting a grinder with him. I'm going to wrap it at
yeah.
that. I tell you what, buying a new construction home in Florida is not just one decision, it's a series of small decisions. So don't just go in there guessing. Have some systems in place. That's what we have in place. Make sure you reach out to us, team@morefla.com. If you made it this far, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.